Emerging research has uncovered a concerning link between light pollution and an increased risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. While light pollution has long been associated with disruptions to sleep and overall well-being, this new evidence suggests that its effects may extend much further, potentially accelerating cognitive decline and contributing to neurodegenerative diseases. This discovery raises significant alarm, as artificial lighting at night is nearly impossible to avoid in modern society, making it a hidden but pervasive risk factor that could have profound consequences for brain health. The human body is highly sensitive to natural light cycles, which regulate the circadian rhythm, or the internal clock that controls sleep-wake cycles, hormone production, and various bodily functions. Exposure to artificial light at night disrupts this rhythm, interfering with melatonin production and reducing the quality of sleep. Melatonin is a crucial hormone that not only regulates sleep, but also plays a protective role in brain health. It has antioxidant properties that help counteract cellular damage, including the buildup of harmful proteins associated with Alzheimer's. When melatonin levels are disrupted due to prolonged exposure to artificial light at night, whether from streetlights, illuminated billboards, or screens, this protective mechanism is weakened, potentially leaving the brain more vulnerable to degenerative processes. The study highlights that long-term exposure to light pollution could accelerate the accumulation of beta-amyloid plaques and tau tangles in the brain, two key hallmarks of Alzheimer's disease. These toxic proteins interfere with neural communication and lead to the progressive cognitive decline seen in Alzheimer's patients. If environmental factors like excessive nighttime light contribute to this process, it means that millions of people living in urban and suburban areas may unknowingly be increasing their risk simply by being exposed to artificial illumination every night. Unlike traditional risk factors such as genetics or aging, this is an external threat that is difficult to control on an individual level, making it all the more concerning. What makes this issue even more alarming is the extent to which light pollution has infiltrated daily life. In densely populated cities, exposure to bright artificial light is nearly unavoidable. Streetlights remain on throughout the night, neon advertisements flash continuously, and modern lifestyles encourage late-night screen use, further compounding the problem. Many people already struggle with sleep disturbances due to stress, work schedules, or other health conditions, and light pollution only worsens these effects. Over time, chronic sleep disruption may lead to cognitive impairment, increasing the likelihood of Alzheimer's and other neurodegenerative disorders. Despite these troubling findings, light pollution remains an overlooked health risk, often dismissed as a mere nuisance rather than a serious threat to long-term well-being. Unlike other well-known Alzheimer's risk factors such as diet, exercise, and genetics, public awareness of the dangers of artificial nighttime lighting is minimal. Many people may not realize the importance of maintaining darkness during sleep or the significant impact that prolonged exposure to light pollution can have on brain function. This lack of awareness means that few preventive measures are being taken, allowing the problem to persist unchecked. Additionally, with urbanization and technological advancements continuing to expand, artificial light exposure is likely to increase rather than decrease, exacerbating its potential effects on cognitive health. The challenge in addressing this issue is that light pollution is not easily avoidable, particularly for those living in urban environments. While individuals can take some measures, such as using blackout curtains, limiting screen time before bed, and avoiding bright lights in the evening, these solutions only offer partial protection. On a larger scale, reducing light pollution would require significant changes in urban planning, energy policies, and societal habits, all of which are difficult to implement. Unlike dietary changes or increased physical activity, which individuals can control, mitigating light pollution requires collective action from governments, businesses, and city planners, making it a much more complex problem to solve. This study serves as a stark warning that our modern way of living may be inadvertently harming brain health in ways we have yet to fully understand. If light pollution is indeed a contributing factor to Alzheimer's, then the rapid expansion of artificial lighting in cities and homes worldwide could be fueling an unseen but significant public health crisis. The potential long-term effects of this environmental factor are particularly troubling when considering the rising number of Alzheimer's cases globally. Without action, we may be unknowingly increasing the prevalence of this devastating disease simply by maintaining our current habits and infrastructure. While further research is needed to fully establish the extent of light pollution's role in Alzheimer's development, the evidence already available suggests that it is not something to be taken lightly. Awareness must be raised about the importance of reducing nighttime light exposure and improving sleep quality as a means of protecting brain health. Governments and urban developers must consider smarter lighting solutions, such as motion-activated streetlights, reduced nighttime illumination in residential areas, and the use of warmer-colored lights that are less disruptive to circadian rhythms. Without such measures, the risk of cognitive decline due to artificial light exposure may continue to grow, posing a serious challenge for future generations. In conclusion, the findings linking light pollution to an increased risk of Alzheimer's present a disturbing reality about modern life. The very advancements that have made cities more vibrant and connected may also be contributing to an unseen epidemic of cognitive decline. Unlike traditional risk factors, which can often be managed through lifestyle changes, light pollution is an external force that is difficult to control individually, making it an especially insidious threat. If left unaddressed, this silent environmental hazard could accelerate the already growing rates of Alzheimer's worldwide. While the study brings much-needed attention to this issue, it also serves as a call to action for both individuals and society as a whole to reconsider the long-term impact of excessive artificial light and prioritize solutions that protect both sleep and brain health.